afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanic Survival. We are here with the final auto packaging, farming, base, factory, automated trading, and all that other good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little montage of what we're going to do today, what I'm going to show off. And I'm going to show you off everything from start to finish, from the seed to the package to the sucker up. Before I get into that, I want to show off exactly what I've changed since the last episode. I have added this semi-automatic control panel board. I'm going to make it somewhat different in the future if I feel like it, but I think this is it for now. It's pretty simple. Each switch corresponds to whatever vegetable that I want, and so basically if I turn this on, it turns on a clock, and that causes this to shoot out the whatever I want basically into whatever. So pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of AND gates and one timer, so I make it go slower. And then also what I've added was a delay relay signal, so that every time a package comes out and this gets triggered, it actually sends a signal back to this mechanism to stop launching out vegetables, so we don't overpack this mechanism just in case. This is just kind of a fail-safe in case something goes wrong. And then finally, I did the same thing except over here with a piston and a sensor. Because these are all separate creations, I had to do this sort of mechanism instead of connecting it directly. So yeah, everything is going so far so good. And my biggest change, actually, some people suggested some ways to do this, but I did it my own way because that's how I work. What I did here was I actually doubled the speed of this, I guess you could call it a trolley cart system. I don't really know how to describe it. By making, since there are 4 wheels on each side, I made it a double axis control power so that only the front wheels or the back wheels are controlled and make it push forwards or backwards. And in order to differentiate between the two directions, I just put this on a small bearing that lifts up the wheels that aren't being used and spins the other ones across sideways. So I think it works 100%. I'm not entirely sure if that's the exact case, but I think it'll work. Next on the list, I am actually going to implement the automatic watering system, or not, I guess you couldn't call it watering system, the automatic button pressing system. I got a comment from one of you guys, an amazing comment telling me that I can actually use, instead of a spud gun, a water cannon to press the button on the trader. And I'm just going to do that really quickly. I should have the materials. I might need a timer actually, but I could grab that later. So we're just going to set it up real quick, and then our whole system should be completely finished. Okay, here we are down by the button. I've already kind of set up a framework for it. I haven't completely thought about the logic yet, but I think I know what I need to do. And this is just going to be really simple and straightforward. It might be a bit ugly, but if it gets the job done, then it gets the job done. I'm not going to try to make it too pretty, since this is the last part and I'm kind of getting tired of it. So let's just put this right here. And then all we need to do, luckily because there is water right here, we pretty much have infinite water. So we just need to stick this here. Oof, we need a vacuum pump. I forgot about a vacuum pump. So I'm going to need to grab, oh wait. Nah, that won't work. Okay, what I've just gone and done while I'm here was just connect a water container, because I forgot the pump, to this little mechanism right here. And that should be fine. I can connect the two if I want to, and I'll do that soon. Next, what I want to do actually is probably grab some more stone actually. Actually, I don't know if it matters that much. I'm going to use a little bit of stone. I want to put a border around this little area right here, because I don't want the packages, when they fall off, to fall out of this area and prevent them from getting sucked up. I don't know how high this needs to be, but I want to conserve as much stone as possible, and I'm already out of it. So I'll grab some more and then I'll be back. I seem to have broken the game. Let me just put this pipe in here. It's now not even sensing it as water. Oh no, don't tell me I've broken the game. I might need to reload. Okay, we're back and we fixed the game. Okay. That was a small glitch, but I think that reloading the game always usually fixes. Turning it off and on again is the #1 thing to do in IT. And let's hope for the best. We're going to have to wait for the daytime because it got dark really quickly. So tomorrow we are going to show off everything working. Okay, we just had our nice fresh bottle of milk in the morning, and I actually want to do a dry run really quickly. So let's pretend that we're growing carrots and the farm does its thing, and we come here, and now we have 10 carrots in here is what I have. So if I turn on this switch, it should allow carrots to come in to the packaging station. Goes here, gets packaged, comes to the launching thing. It should fall off in time. That might not work. It seemed like there's a bit of a screw up with the pushing, so I might need to figure out why that's flipping all over the place, because that could cause the physics to not be properly handled. But it worked this time, so I'm not going to complain too much. We don't have any more packages coming since we only had 10 carrots in the thing in the first place. So let's go up here and watch it go. It just pretty much slides in. You guys, if you guys want to know how this works, if you're just joining us, I have 3 other episodes that should be somewhere in the playlist here, showing me exactly all these individual pieces if you really want to know. I added a ramp here so that the thing works a little bit better, and that launches it in there, and that puts it in there, and then eventually it'll go forward. Okay, cool. From start to finish, it pretty much works. So now what we're going to do is go do a dry run completely, but this time it's going to be with tomatoes. As you can see here, we have a lot of tomatoes here ready to be planted. I think I want to expand this. Oh, excuse me, I hit my mic there a little bit. I think I want to expand everything by a little bit more, because I want to get 4 packages per harvest is my goal. So I need to make this from 18 to 40 somehow. So I'll need to just add a couple more plots like this. I can get 36 and then get 4 more somewhere. I don't know. Okay, I think if I turn this on and press this button right here, it should start doing its thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've tested this planting, so honestly I don't know if it'll be completely working. This guy is stuck. It's a shame. Alright, 1 row done. It looks like we missed a watering. I'm not sure where that happened, actually. So I might need to test out why that happened in the first place. Hold on. Dang, that's kind of unfortunate about that piece. It worked everywhere else, but for some reason this didn't get watered. So I don't know if it was because of the randomness of the watering can and I just had it at the wrong place at the wrong time, which could happen. But for now, we're just going to leave this and destroy it off because it's not that big of a deal. This will give us 17 tomatoes instead of 18. So now all you have to do is wait for it to grow, and then from there we can actually get our whole farm factory up and running. So back here, all I need to do is just press this button on, and that automatically starts, well, once tomatoes gets into the system, it'll automatically put those into the packing station. And so from here, all I really have to do is technically sit up there on my vehicle and wait for the rest of the thing to go off. And that's probably exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to actually, instead of doing a time lapse, I'm going to cut to when that actually happens, and then I'll come back to you guys. And then I'll do a full-blown time lapse later. Okay. Well, I just kind of screwed up something because this is meant to be at 60 seconds. But if you just saw right there, the auto farm just went off, and that means that there is, oh, there's already a package over there, a tomato package going up into the area. It's kind of dark right now, so you probably can't see it super well, but just believe me, there is a package that has been farmed directly from our farm going into my little crate carrier over there. And because I kind of broke it already, I'm going to just do the rest by just standing in front of it, but I'm going to bring this down to 1 second so I can, that automatically does that, and it's perfect. Okay, so now let's put this back to 60, and since it's done that, it's already going to be planting back again. So it's already on auto plant and auto harvest. I just need to have it set up properly, and this actually got watered. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I think I might have enough tomatoes for a second crate. We'll see. I think there might be a second tomato. Yep, there is a second crate coming up. And that will make 4, actually. That will make 4 crates. So if we can beat this crate up to the cart, then we can actually watch it go all the way over, and we can finish up building the the automatic deployment mechanism, which I completely forgot to finish. So let's just do that real quick, and then we'll stop the cart. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that's going to be a problem for sure. Okay. So because of this, the poor positioning, I guess you could call it, of this area, I don't think this will fit in properly. Oh no. Oh no. What in the world? I think it just went automatically on its own. I wasn't even there to watch it. I fell off the thing and then I come back and the next thing you know, the thing is gone. So I guess somehow that package slid in. Interesting. I think I'll need to learn how to make it get a little bit better on air correction pretty soon. I think in order to do that, I might just extend out the front a little bit to make it a little bit longer. Let's just catch up to this. This thing is quite fast. It's actually faster than the normal walk speed, but slower than sprint speed. So it's pretty good. And I really don't want to work on making this even faster because that's kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure I can think of ways, but I really just don't want to right now. I'll do something like that in the next series that I'm going to do with the cheats enabled and stuff. I'll make this look a lot better since I don't have to worry about being frugal with my materials. Alright, so what I need to do now is once this goes, it will stop at that place and then it'll start to drop off of its contents, hopefully. Hopefully they'll land inside. We're going to get a nice bottom view of this. Whee! Look at that. And pretty... That was in sync too. Wow. They got a lot of bounce actually. Oh boy. And it's getting sent off on its own now to come back. Okay. So that's going to despawn once it gets far enough away. But I need to add the system to make this button go. If that makes any sense. I know what I'll do. I'll just have a bit connected to a timer. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then I'll add another bit right down here. This looks ugly, I know. Then I'm not worried about it because I'm just trying to get this done. And this will be on a, let's just make it a 30-second timer just so we can, well, what is 4 times 1 second? That's 4 seconds. So let's just make it a 6-second timer real quick, I think. Well, let's just make it 8 so that we can make sure we don't have any stragglers. Once we do that, we just have this bit connect to this timer here, and that goes there. And so now, once I have a sensor on me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So once the cart comes into range right around here, let's just put it, let's just risk it and hopefully it'll be here. Oops. Come on. There we go. And let's make it like 10 or so blocks. So right here. Yeah, or 9 blocks is fine. And then that will then start the timer. Ouch. And so I just connected the sensor. I moved the sensor a little bit after I fell. And once the cart comes into the direction area, I will then turn on this timer. And let's just use this button to show off what it does. It will then start this little loop. And this loop thing right here will go to this right here. And it'll need to be a little bit slower. So it'll need to be 1 second loop. So then, okay, easy money. And then once this goes to full, it'll get connected to this right here, which turns off the whole timer. And then it'll be easy peasy. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's make this 11 seconds so that we can get a little bit extra just in case we, I don't know, something goes wrong. And this should automatically be refilling from this pump, which will be always on. So this should always stay popped off. Yep. And it'll be good. Okay, it's perfect actually. So I think that is the entire system all set up properly. All the packages got sucked up. We might have some issues with bouncing. If they do get a bad bounce, they might actually bounce outside of the boundaries of this area. So I might need to figure out something to do with that. I might make the walls higher or something. I don't know. I don't really care. Let's just do it. All right. We are just now catching up with our little trolley machine, and it seems to be working just fine. Honestly, even though I went away, it didn't like explode when it came back into the spawning radius of the character. And so once it hits this end of the field or this end of the track, then we should be hopefully at a better position. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to be positioned. Ah, yeah. Okay. So I'll need to figure out a good way to make sure this doesn't go overboard when it comes to stopping, because it looks like it went through that 360-degree thing and then got itself stuck in the wrong area. So let me just see what I can do about that. Okay, I thought about it long and hard, and it turns out I think all I really need to do in this case is just add a delay between when this timer turns off everything and when, or yeah, pretty much just a delay between when this timer turns off that little function right there. So all I need to do is just disconnect this sensor from its counterparts. It goes, and it goes, and might need to be a little bit longer of a delay than a half second, but it should be fine. Now that you've seen all of the things and this should be completely fixed, what we're going to do now is just do a quick time lapse of everything working. These plants should already be halfway grown. I have some, well, one fertilizer left, so maybe I shouldn't try to do it on all of these because that won't work. So once these get grown, we're just going to just sit back and watch it all unfold. But first, actually what I just thought of is, since we only can do 1.5 crates at a time so far, we can expand it out if we want to. We're going to actually just fill it up with some crates already. So we're going to do like 2 crates and then hope for the best. So let's see, do I have any vegetables left? I have some carrot or broccoli that I just ate, but let's see if I can find something else. Oh, just found some carrots. So what we're actually going to do now is just shove this into this crate right here. This should be enough for 2 crates. I'm going to take some out just in case something goes wrong. So that should be 2 crates, and then we should have 2 crates of tomatoes, assuming that those are at least 2 tomatoes already in there, which should be fine. So let's just shove this in. And in fact, let's just go upstairs and up to the cart and just wait. And here we are, back again. And that was a full iteration of a cropping or harvesting and packaging and transporting and almost trading. I think the trading failed. I was getting comments from people saying that it doesn't matter how high I am, I don't need to drop off the packages, or else because the trader gun sucker thing still works. But I think you guys lied to me. So yeah, that's the only reason why that failed. Yeah, it looks like it really does matter if the packages are either below the gun or maybe a little bit lower than they were up here when this was shooting, because this is definitely within the range, and I did see the water gun shooting. You guys probably saw it too, but this didn't work. So really, I'm not going to believe you guys anymore when you guys try to give me advice. So that's unfortunate, because this definitely worked. So let's just do it now. If we press this button, this will automatically do it for us. Or easily. Like that. 4. Easy money, and that's good. So all I need to really do is just make this go a little bit longer. I'll make this go like the full 60 seconds, just because. And I'll stop it for now. And so that way, whenever this gets launched off and it starts going back, it'll just keep on going until eventually those things will hit the ground and then get sucked up, and then the water will get replenished. But yeah, okay, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great morning, afternoon, night, or evening, and I will see you next time in our new series, Using Cheats, Make an Entire Factory Controlled by AI. But until then, take care.